healthy Aaron Judge with Fried and with Rodon, some of the other pieces, it's still a pretty good team, but it's hard to be optimistic about the Yankees. And you could say, all right, best case scenario, get him back in 10 days. He'll DH. Then he'll start to play the field. There is no guarantee he comes back in 10 days. There's no guarantee he comes back in 10 days healthy. So I would not make any optimistic bets here for the Yankees. If you think you're getting a better price or you're going to buy low, I'd wait to see him back. To me, under on the Yankees wins if and when it pops up, which I would imagine it would over the next day or so. Yankees to miss the playoffs, depending on a price, you still need a nice plus price to do so. I'm very pessimistic, much more pessimistic on the Yankees. I think Detroit bounces back. They've got Scooble. They basically have an automatic win or thereabouts every 5 days to hang their hat on. And the Yankees don't really have that. And Fried has not pitched well here recently. So to me, Detroit much more likely to bounce back. What do you agree with, disagree with from what I said?
I am just inclined. It's one of those things. I think sometimes you just have to trust the product. And the Yankees are a perennial contender. The trade deadline hasn't passed yet. So who am I to fade the New York Yankees? You know, I did fade them preseason, that win total, but I won't be doubling down. I mean, they just have too many resources to put it together. And they're still very much in the wild card race. Right now they have the first wild card. So I don't hate to miss the playoff bet. You can certainly hedge that later. Tigers are interesting because over the last 2 weeks, they rank 30 out of 30 in hitting and 30 out of 30 in team ERA. So it's just a total meltdown. But I do think, similar to sports betting, baseball is a sport of swings, and you kind of just have to ride the highs and lows. And we know the talent is there, so I can only assume they'll bounce back. But love the point about Scooball being an automatic win every 5 days. That is very true. Speaking of Scooball, I may have cursed our second inning no hit, but what I did not curse is Matthew Boyd's Cy Young chances. If you are a Live Bet Saturday listener, you'll remember probably 3 weeks ago at this point, I gave out Matthew Boyd to win the Cy Young at 250 to 1. He is now down to 60 to 1. So you're welcome if you were listening to that episode.
Were they offering you a cash out?
Let me see.
It's usually a ripoff, the cash outs, but
it is.
A bet like that. That's why I think you've made this point before where you make, if you like something like that, a real long shot, you make two separate bets where one of them you can have a cash out option and the other one you can just kind of let it ride. That's not the worst thing. Again, I very rarely would recommend a cash out because they're just so often either there's a better way to hedge. With this one, I'm not sure there is a way to hedge it. There really isn't. But a lot of these, whether it's a future or something, you're better off letting it ride unless it's life-changing money. Either letting it ride or find some other way to hedge it, as opposed to use a mark, an exchange, something like that, as opposed to getting ripped off by the cash out.
It's not letting me cash out on FanDuel, but I did split my wager at several sportsbooks, so I have to log in later and check that. That's something I learned the hard way last season. Although it did end up working out for me. So I'll give this as an example, but I had bet the Royals to win the division at 25 to 1 in February, I think. And by time that market closed, opening day, they were 5 to 1. And you'll remember that division race came down to the final.
Fitch has scored 39, allowed 39 points, 7.8, and the top two are tied. Poland and South Range both have given up 34 points, which is 6.8 points per game allowed. Most points allowed per game. Number 5, the Clippers, they've allowed 175 points. That's 35 per game. Brookfield is next, 35.2. Latonia is third, 37.4. Champion is second, 39. Topic at number 1, the Newton Falls Tigers have allowed over 200 points per game. That's 40.2 points per game allowed for the Newton Falls Tigers.
They've given up 200-plus points
already
this year.
201 to be exact.
60 to 1 among the top 7 pitchers on the
Now we're going to go to the Joe Idol, Drew Pastor's tidbits. They're not mine. I borrow them them for them, and I have permission.
With 11 wins
But anyways, let's
season,
look at the.
I need documented proof by that, by the way.
It's coming in the mail.
Yeah, okay.
It's coming in the mail.
7
So,
pitchers with 14
anyways, and
quality
you wonder if this
starts.
Joe Ido is
He
a real
has
guy.
the
He's too good to be real, I
fourth
guess.
lowest ERA at
But
2.20.
let's look at the
I mentioned
predictive
this before, the
rankings
only
for
thing
comparing
hurting
all
him could be his
706
strikeout
teams
upside.
in the Ohio High School
I'll have
Athletic
to,
Association.
hold on, let me
Number
expand this
one,
for a moment.
there's been a change.
I know he has
Last week it
108
was St.
strikeouts,
Ed's,
but I wanna
but
see
they
where that
played
is.
Massillon and
Okay, it's
lost. So
tied
Massillon
for
now is number one, and Ed's
33rd.
drops to 4. Number
I mean,
2 is
still
Moeller,
high,
and
but
number
sometimes
3
I
is
just
Hoban.
wonder,
So it's ironic that you
if the
have
voters,
a number
they just
2
kinda
team.
that could get caught up in the flashy stats. That could be the one thing holding him back. But I mean, you tagged me in some of these tweets on Twitter. People are finally starting to talk about Matthew Boyd for Cy Young, and it feels good. I just got to say, it feels good. So there's that.
Yeah, you got something at 250 to 1 that probably shouldn't have been 250 to 1. Doesn't mean it's going to win. Doesn't mean it's likely to win or anything. But just picking off a number that you thought was mispriced, and you did a good job of finding one. So hopefully, for your sake, it gets home. That's the tricky part. It's step 1 is finding a number that's mispriced. Step 2 is actually getting the bet home. And step 2 can be very tricky sometimes. But you're in a good position for sure. By the way, we are in the 3rd inning here. Detroit and Toronto, 1 out in the top of the 3rd. 8-9-1 due up, so this might be an inning to play Scooble under hits, but I think we already have 1 out in the inning, so you're going to miss the number there. You're going to have to lay a lot of juice, but this would have been a decent spot here to maybe play Toronto under hits for the 3rd inning if you tailed the first 2 and you're 1-1 and you want to turn a profit. But again, there's 1 out here, so the pitchers duel we expected is shaping up, at least so far, as we are scoreless in the 3rd. And I don't think Detroit, who has not been hitting well, I don't think Detroit has a hit yet. I think it's been 6 up, 6 down for Gossman. And Scooble's been pretty good too. 6 out of the 7 he's retired. So not much offense here going for either team as of yet.
No, and wow, Scooball already up to 4 strikeouts. So good thing I did not actually play that one. I think Kevin Gossman was 4.5, and he's at 2 strikeouts. Yeah, we love a pitcher's duel. Gosh, we only have 1 minute left in this segment. I wanted to get another baseball play in here. Everything is so packed at the end of the day. I have a play on Nats Twins. I don't know if I'm going to squeeze it in. We have time.
Go.
Minnesota, first 7, team total over 4.5 at plus 115. We're going first 7, not the full game, because if the Twins are leading at the end of the game, you lose that 9th inning chance for more runs. You want to bet full complement of outs, just so people know. Minnesota is top 4 in hitting since the start of July against lefties. They're playing Mitchell Parker for the Nats. This is only his 2nd season in the MLB, and he has not been good. He has a 5.0 ERA, 5.51 expected, 5.10 expected FIP. At one point, he was in danger of losing his starting rotation spot. He's still here somehow, but he's given up a 50% hard hit rate, which is just really bad. So we're going to back the Minnesota Bats in this one. Coming up next, we are going to send you off with our best bets. Don't go anywhere. This is Live Bet Saturday on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Big year. I'm starting middle school.
Welcome to the jungle, Missy.
Best part? My parents promised me a new laptop.
Perfect for homework, essays, and drudgery.
So we went to Staples. They had all the latest tech, and laptops were up to 40% off.
Woo! Another back-to-school budget saved by Staples Easy Button.
Mom high-fived the cashier. So embarrassing.
Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. In 23 select models only.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the...
Hi, this is Grace Remington for VEASAN, the sports betting network. Ashton Jeanty may be the favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year, but VEASAN host Tim Murray is rolling with another running back. Steelers third-round pick Caleb Johnson at 40-1. Johnson rushed for over 1,500 yards and 21 touchdowns at Iowa last season, and with Najee Harris gone, there's a real path to RB1 in Pittsburgh. Get access to VEASAN Pro for football season, plus the VEASAN NFL betting guide, all for $175. Go to VEASAN.com/subscribe.
This is a message from Lasso Injury Law, and it's something Attorney Al Lasso hopes you really think about. These days, there are more drivers than ever on Nevada roads with expired tags, fake plates, or no insurance at all. If one of them causes a crash, if one of them crashes into you, who's going to pay for your medical bills? Your lost wages? Your future? The person who pays the price could be you. That's why Al Lasso wants to remind you, check your auto insurance policy today. Make sure you have uninsured and uninsured motorist coverage. It's protection you can truly save you from financial disaster if the worst happens. This isn't about selling insurance. It's about looking out for you and helping you stay safe. If you ever need advice or help after a crash, Lasso Injury Law here for you. 702-625-8777. That's 702-625-8777 for your free consultation. You won't get a voicemail. You'll reach a team that's ready to help. Lasso Injury Law. They fight for you because your future matters. LassoInjuryLaw.com. 702-625-8777.
VEASAN by the books with Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis.
Brock Bowers, what a rookie year he had out here in the desert. And again, you look at some tight ends and they just jump off the page. This guy didn't miss a beat.
You're asking me to just get over 1,000 yards receiving, barring injury to Geno or barring Brock Bowers missing significant time. It's never a gimme, but gosh, does this one feel like a gimme to you?
Download the VEASAN by the Books podcast and other VEASAN shows wherever you listen to podcasts.
Elevate your sports betting game with VEASAN's exclusive betting splits. Stay ahead with real-time market trends and track bet percentages on any matchup. Then uncover the edge by comparing them to the amount of bets placed to find out where.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
From Lakewood Middle School, Western Reserve Radio 2 presents Youngstown Patricians football today. The Patricians wrap up the regular season of the PAFL Tier 2. Mark Means, Dave Clark, and Dave Ferris from a very warm Lakewood Middle School. We are about 14 minutes from wrapping up the regular season. And, Dave, it's very simple for the Patricians today. Win, and you're in.
Right.
Lose, you start worrying about 2026.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and we done been around this corner not just, 2 weeks ago. So we know how important this game is, and they got to get out there and show what they got to do early on.
And you look at this matchup, you look at the last time they met at the Owl's Nest in North Jackson, and that was a 24-9 loss for the Patricians. And excluding the tough game they had last week in Detroit, falling 42-0, that was the second largest margin of loss all season.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've been having a lot of problems with second half football, really, because they have been in games in the first half They play a great first half, and then second half has always been some issues. So they got to put it all together and see if they can do this for an entire game. And I think they can come out of here with a victory.
When you look at the way it breaks down, Cobras win. They are the 3 seed. They are in the playoffs no matter what, no matter how this game plays out. The Patricians need to win. I believe if they win by 16 or more, then they have a chance to jump to the 3 seed and push the Cobras down to the 4 seed.
Yeah, absolutely. And is it possible? Yeah, it can if they can put something together, especially offensively. We've been pretty good on defense all season long. It's just that offense is just sporadic, especially like you said in the second half.
Patricians overall 3-6 on the year, 2-5 in PAFL Tier 2. Coach Harris's squad averaging 9.7 points per game offensively. That's, as you said, that's been the issue.
That's been the issue there because they've been if you have to actually see the games, how many times have they been in scoring position, either to get a field goal or really get in the end zone, and they'll have a breakdown on offense to just do something just incorrectly, and they lose those opportunities.
The Cobras, under head coach Adam Rogerson, they are 3-4 in PAFL Tier 2, averaging 16 points per game, giving up 18 points per game. So when you see those numbers tilted that way, it reflects in a 3-4 season.
Yeah, absolutely. Right there, almost 50%. So that's the type of season they've had. They've had some opportunities to be in games also and come up short. So this here is a big game. We're going to see just how it plays out this evening.
One of the problems that we saw when these two teams met, and it was a thing that has been a strength for this Cobras team the last couple of weeks, has been one of their top receivers in 89, Matt Wise. He has had some long touchdowns the last 2 weeks for the Cobras.
Yeah, and he absolutely opens up their offense because he can actually really spread the defense out once with his speed on the outside. It opens up a lot of things underneath, and really he gets him going, and it really gets the offense rolling.
And one of the big keys we saw 2 weeks ago against the Cobras, Dave, was the protection that Slap Thompson got. Yeah. He had time to throw the football. You look in that game 2 weeks ago, wasn't the most mobile in the pocket.
Right.
But when he was able to step up and make throws, he found his guys.
Yeah, he sure did. And we both had said this might be a problem for him that night because we knew the pass rush has been great for the Patricians all season long. And we seen he was really hobbling that night with the knee issue. So we see he wasn't getting around, but he did an excellent job of sliding and moving his feet where he needed to and making the throws. And he did an excellent job that night.
He is a veteran of semi-pro football and knows how to make the plays. We're going to take a timeout in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll look at uniforms and give you a look at the kickoff forecast. That's coming up after this. You're listening to Patricians Football on Western Reserve Radio 2.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a team.
Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Taking a look at the pregame forecast here in Lakewood, Ohio, getting ready for the Patricians and the Cobras Part 2. Well, the phone says 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies, but it feels like 84. I think it may be a little bit of an underestimate of feels like 89,
yeah,
94.
Yeah, I would say it's closer to that, if anything, down there on that field for sure. Usually when you play on turf, it is a lot warmer.
We should be good. There's a slight chance of rain leading up to about 10 o'clock before another heavy round of storms are set to roll through this area. Looking at the two teams, if you're watching on the Facebook feed, they've both gone to their benches. Patricians, unfortunately, today in the all black with the red numbers and white trim. The Cobras with the white pants, green jerseys, black names and numbers, and the black helmets for tonight.
Yeah, too bad they don't have many big fans over there, right? Because I'm telling you, that will definitely get the heat going with those black uniforms on, and they have to deal with it tonight.
Well, we talked about this throughout the year. This was a close game early on when they met 2 weeks ago, but a couple of late touchdowns really, pushed that margin of victory out to 24-9. And, Cobras had a chance to take the lead. The Patricians had a chance to take the lead, had that costly missed extra point, and didn't find the scoreboard the rest of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. They have been like that in quite a few of the games we done, and they're right there, and it just right at the end. They just seem to make some of the mistakes they didn't in the first half, and that really is what caused them to lose these games.
And one of the keys we have seen, one of the strengths we have seen for the Patricians this year has been that defensive front that has been able to get after quarterbacks throughout the league. And the other thing is they've been able to, in warmer weather like we're having again today, show that depth and rotate guys in and out.
Yeah, they sure did. Before it was we always talking about Freeman Jr., always the guy, but they got so much depth on the defensive line. They rotate about 7 guys and keep somebody fresh in there all the time. So that's been really, really a strength of theirs this season.
Got the officials starting to show up on the field. Want to remind you, TPI Custom Photo Lab is the official banner supplier of the Youngstown Patricians. Find them online at tpiphoto.com or call them at 330-793-3456 as we get set to get this one underway. And substituting, keeping guys fresh, keeping guys hydrated, going to be a big factor today, not only for the players, but for this packed press box.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in the basically same predicament as the players. We need to stay hydrated because it is definitely warm. And you know me, I'm the guy that always talking about that. I learned the hard way when I was younger. So you start hydrating early in the week and getting ready for a game like this here.
Hoping that the sun's going to head down during the game. Hopefully it cools things off a little bit. We went through some interesting conditions to get here this afternoon coming from Struthers, and heavy rains. Saw the temperature drop into the upper 70s.
Yeah.
Those rains moved out, and the temperatures jumped right back to the 80s.
Yeah. Probably within like 10 minutes. It went from the 70s up into the upper 80s. I mean, it's been something that's different, boys, today. And if it's going to be like that for the game, can the Patricians be hot from the beginning and stay that way?
So we just had the coin toss.
Oh, something. This is great. We're seeing it. We've been doing pretty good with this season so far, Mark, of seeing the.
Well, we had the coin toss, but so So it looks like the Patricians won, and they're going to take the football.
Yeah.
Which is something we haven't seen a lot of that this year, but this is a game we said they got to win, and they got to win by 16 or more to really help them in their playoff seeding.
Right, and they need to get a very good start because we've seen them sputter early on offense while the defense has played very good, and then they'll pick up a little steam, but they need to start off hot on offense.
And we talked about that number for the defense, giving up 19.6, but what I'd love to be able to see is look at the points given up in the first half compared to points given up in the second half.
Yeah.
That would be very different numbers.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting to see. And you know, we'd like – people don't know. It's like a 24-9 loss to the Cobras. You read that and you say, oh, they handled them pretty good, but that game was a lot closer than the score indicated.
Yeah, it definitely was. And like I said, both teams – I mean, it's different motivations for both teams. Cobras know they're in. Mm-hmm. They're playing for a higher seed.
Right.
If they win, they're the 3.
Yes.
If they lose, they're the 4. Mm-hmm. Potentially, depending on how that point total plays out. So a lot to see. Check out the PAFL website for all of that information once all of this week's games are concluded for the postseason matchups. And going to be interesting to see how things play out. You got the 2 divisions in Tier 2. You got a very packed Tier 1.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
It's going to be a fun one again here this afternoon. Patricians, they're going to get the football first to start things off. That means Ben Lyons will come on to kick the football to the Patricians, who are going to have a couple of men back deep to get this game started.
You know, something you mentioned, you know, a lot of people might be listening to this game or checking out the Facebook feed and seeing it. But I tell you, don't think the Cobras is here just to play. They really are playing for a position because do you want to take on the 1 seed in your first game? You would want to be able to move up and not have to take on the 1 seed if you can. Try to avoid that in your first playoff game.
It looks like Trey Bell and Christopher McCullough are the 2 men back deep for the Patricians. Ben Lyons has the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Thank you for joining us as we wrap up the regular season.
Yes, sir.
Dave Ferris controlling everything for us today. Dave Clark is my partner. My name is Mark Means. We are ready for the final week of the regular season of PAFL Tier 2 football. Lyons going to get his foot into a deep kick that is going to check up, and then it's got to be picked up by Bell. Bell almost made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
He picked up the ball late.
Yeah.
And coming down the field was number 24, Malik Gaddy for the Cobras, almost found himself a loose football.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, that one right there, I mean, when I was playing, my special team coach probably would have ripped my face mask off if I did that. I mean,
you
just
can't
ripped
do that anymore.
No, you can't do that, bro. He would have probably ripped it right off because when the ball, first of all, you need to field it. Get up under that ball and field the football. You can't allow it to bounce and then hope that it may go out of bounds. You know, that's a oblong object. It doesn't bounce the way you think it may. So you got to get up under that and handle that kick.
Looks like Corey McElroy will get the start at quarterback for the Patricians, wearing number 11. He's going to have 2 backs with him in the backfield and 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right side on 1st down and 10. Burgess takes this snap, puts the ball into his running back's belly, who cuts back across the 15.
Nice little run there.
Down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah.
So that's about a 4-yard pickup for Jordan Eaton, the former Austintown Fitch Falcon. It's 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, and it wasn't a lot of room over there, but he wiggled and found a little space in there to pick up that. And that's not a bad pickup on 1st down to pick up 4 yards.
So they will break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Going to have running back with him in the backfield. That's Jordan Eaton. He's going to give the handoff again up the middle across the 20 down to the 23-yard line. That's
looked like
Eaton
he could
again.
get a 1st down there. I think he's got it.
So that'll be enough for a 1st down. Needed 6, got about 7, and that will move the chains.
And what I'm liking out of Eaton, we have not seen this either. He's not hesitating when he gets the ball. He is getting into the hole quickly. And a lot of times that's what you need to do. You can't be fiddling around back there. Things clog up quickly.
Looks like, is that Ryan Royster, the number 5 at the center spot today for the Patricians? It just might be. McElroy takes the snap, feels the pressure, rolling to the outside, sets the feet, going to fire downfield, ball hangs in the air and falls incomplete near midfield. Had 2 Patricians receivers out there, Bates and McCullough.
Right.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we know somebody ran the wrong pattern because you had 2 guys in the same spot, and it's just, you know, you definitely can't do that. So when things like that happen, you know there's a breakdown on the route running.
So it is 2nd down and 10. Going to go trips to the left, single receiver to the right side.
Yeah, McElroy can't force the ball. Don't force it in there. Here's a penalty.
Now we got a whistle coming from the side judge. That'll be our first flag.
And you know that's been a something we done seen all season. They'll have a situation where might be incomplete, a chance for a big play. The very next play, they have a breakdown mentally. And that's happened many times this season.
2nd down and 15 for McElroy with Jordan Eaton in the backfield. He'll take the snap, look to throw, going to roll to the outside. Now he'll cut back, broke free from a tackle, and now he's going to be dropped inside the 10-yard line. Trying to get loose with the football, but Corey McElroy is going to go down in the backfield for a big loss, and they're going to be all the way back to the 9-yard line. It's 3rd down and forever.
Yeah, I mean, that's been a familiar thing that happened with McElroy. He tries to make the big play, which we want to do, but the most important thing is get rid of the football and don't take unnecessary sacks. And that one right there really hurts because it puts you in a really, really long situation now.
They got to get to the 34-yard line to have a chance to pick up a 1st down. They're all the way back at the 9.
Well, you know, there's not a lot of things in the playbook for 3rd and 25.
Going to keep a couple guys in tight for protection, single receivers to each side of the formation. Going to drop back into the end zone, swings the ball out into the flat. Receiver makes the catch, and he's able to cut upfield to down near the 17-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and long.
Yeah, but like I said, there's not too many things that they draw up in the playbook for that type of yardage. So really puts you in a bad situation. But he got a little bit more area now. Punt the ball. He got a little bit more space to be able to do so.
Right, you got a little bit of space for, can't tell if that's 5 or 8, but either way, it's a penalty for illegal substitution. They had 12 men on the field.
Yeah.
That'll be big.
There's another face mask being pulled away. There's a coach going crazy again. I can see it. I'm having flashbacks, Mark. You got to know your assignments. You can't have things like that to be happening.
It looks like low snap, able to get it out.
Oh, my.
Punt partially blocked. Cobras pick it up at the 30 and driven back right there at the 30-yard line.
That was dangerous.
That's Malik Gaddy on the recovery of the loose football.
Yeah, I like his idea of thinking, but that was really a close one.
So the Cobras take over on offense, and they take over at the Patricians' 30-yard line. So that's where they will begin their first drive of this afternoon's game. Scoreless, 10:31 to play. Thompson has 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Single running back with him is Marvin Germany. High snap. They throw the little tunnel screen to the receiver who makes the catch, skips to the outside, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. Is Tyree Knight out of Cleveland Heights High School.
Yeah, that should never happen there. You got to really press the edges there, and the key is not to allow the blocker to get engaged to you. Get on the outside, turn everything in to the interference. And Big play for them.
Again, twins to each side of the formation. Marvin Germany is the tailback. So that was a gain of 10 for a first down for the Cobras. They run the football, and that's going to be a double cut into the middle of the field, and that carry is Gashawn Robinson, number 22, out of Twinsburg on the carry.
Well, see, that's why you got to come out and be ready to play. And they're moving quickly, too, Mark, on offense.
Thompson going to go up to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll drop back into a pistol again. Twins to each side of the formation. Ball's on the 13-yard line. Bad snap, loose ball on the turf. They pile up for it at the 20.
I think the Patricians got that ball, and they did.
And they're going to come out of there with the football. Who has got that loose ball? That's Mark Breyer there defensively coming up with the football. So they find a way on a bad snap to turn him away.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think he lost it in the sun. But that ball did hit his hands. He's got to, but big play for the Patricians to be able to get on that football and turn it and give them the opportunity to start moving this football.
So they'll take over at their own 21-yard line, which is better field position than the last drive ended.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we've got a whistle and a Patricians timeout. Okay. 9:20 to play in this opening quarter. It is the Patricians 0, the Cobras 0. We're back after this on Western Reserve Radio 2.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We're back here as we are scoreless in the opening quarter. Patricians calling a timeout to start this possession after the turnover. They will turn, take the snap, and run it to the outside. And there's not much running room to the outside, which the outside run has not really been there this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Just first of all, it doesn't look like they have the type of back that can really do that. They're better between the tackles and quick hitters and try to get up in there and get some type of yardage. But other than the quarterbacks getting to the outside, they have not been successful just running the ball to the outside.
Second down and 11. Second possessions for the Patricians. Left to right here in this first quarter. As they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Going to have single receivers to each side of the formation. They're going to flex somebody off the left side. McElroy takes the snap. He's looking to run with the football. Got across the 20 near that original first down marker before being driven back. Maybe give him 2.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up now a third down and 9 to go.
Yeah. Yeah, they was able to get right back there. And I don't think you want to always be doing that too often, to run your quarterback up inside to take unnecessary hits.
So it brings up a third down and 9 as the Patricians get set to come to the line of scrimmage. They need to get to the 31-yard line for a first down. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left side, single back in the backfield with Corey McElroy, the former Mineral Ridge Ram. McElroy takes the snap, sets up the screen. That ball's batted down and incomplete.
Great play.
Going to bring up now a fourth down and 9.
And that's what you got to look for.
And the Patricians going to have to punt it again.
That's smart defense there. Watching what's going on and seeing that he wanted to try to sidearm that. He got that hand out there and was able to knock it down.
So they will punt the football away. And our apologies, trying to see if that is an 8 or a 5 on the punter. That looks like it is Miguel Burgess, number 8, that will do the punting. Seen him he's done some snapping from the center spot as well today.
Yeah.
Talk about one of those all-around athletes, the former Cheney Cowboy. Looping snap back to Burgess. One-hands it, gets the kick away. That's going to be fielded by Germany on the run. He got hit and driven back just shy of the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I like that. I like that collision. I love collisions. I'll tell you,
how risky is that, though, to run up on something like that?
Very risky. On those short kicks like that, you know they don't have nowhere to run to get downfield on the coverage. And, man, anything can happen. That didn't happen twice so far for them, so short fields for them.
A regular punter, regular snapper not there this week, and we've seen that affect the special teams.
Absolutely.
So 1st and 10 Cobras from the 25-yard line. Thompson takes the snap. He'll hand it off on
big
first down. It's a big hole up the middle, bouncing to the outside, inside the 10, and goes out of bounds near the 6-yard line. That's where he'll be pushed out of bounds.
Yeah. That's the guy that's running with a lot of authority there.
It's Gashawn Robinson again on the carry, and he was carrying defenders.
Yes, he sure was, and he's getting to those openings where those holes are at. He's getting to it quickly, and he's been able to pick up some big yardage on his inside runs.
We approach 6 minutes to play in a scoreless first quarter. Cobras have had the short field for both of their drives. First one was turned away by a fumble. Thompson now has Malik Gaddy with him in the backfield along with Robinson.
Here. Coming inside.
Thompson takes the snap, gives it to the running back who cut back, and he's going to walk his way into the end zone.
Absolutely. That one was easy there.
That's about an 8-yard touchdown run for Robinson, and the Cobras are on the board first.
Here's what I like, Jim. He had a hole inside, saw that they had overscraped, and so
Robinson in from 8 yards out here to start the scoring this afternoon.
Walking into the end zone.
And this will bring Ben Lyons on to attempt the extra point.
Yeah. He could practice some of hitting some of these houses over here.
Right, this field right in the residential neighborhood. And most of the kicks here are going to go towards the left side. And now we've got a flag and got a substitution penalty on the Patricians. That's the second time today, Dave, they've had too many men on the field.
Yeah. Now that is 4 penalties on their special teams.
And we've heard Jim say so many times, if you go to line up and there's somebody in your spot, there's a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. You already know right then.
So Ben Lyons will come on to attempt the extra point.
And gave him the 5 yards back.
And we got all kinds of movement up front
some
now.
Movement up there.
That's going to be procedure on the Cobras. So you said it. They got the 5 yards right back.
Yeah, they absolutely did with a little bit of early movement.
So that'll back them back up to the 15-yard line. 5:46 to play in this opening quarter, and the Lions on to eventually attempt the extra point, as we've seen penalties each way.
Absolutely, we have.
Patricians showing like they're coming up the middle. That low line
that.
drive kick is no good.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a good snap. And couldn't get that ball down like they should have been able to for the Lions, and he rushed that kick.
5:46 to play in the opening quarter. Cobras 6, Patricians 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
5:46 to play here in the opening quarter. Cobras get the early 6-point lead. Patricians now going to get the football back as that kick drifts into the corner. Going to be brought back towards the middle of the field now, all the way to the outside across the 20, 25 to the
nice
30.
Return there.
And he's going to get himself outside of the 30-yard line, and that'll set up the Patricians with better field position to start this drive.
Yeah, that sure did. He got to the outside quickly. And if he could have gotten that lane a little earlier, he might have had even more yardage on it.
So they will spot the football at the 31-yard line. First down and 10 for the Patricians. So the Patricians, a little extra time in the huddle as they come to the line of scrimmage. Going to put single receivers to each side of the formation. Going to flex a back off to the right side. Put another back in the backfield. That's Jordan Eaton with Corey McElroy.
Patricians got to do a better job with their personnel. Again.
Clock rolling down as the Patricians stand at the line. Cobras showing pressure. They'll back off and they'll bounce this ball to the outside with Jordan Eaton. And Eaton able to dive back right near the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, I was going to say he did a good job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They had that strung out right from the beginning.
He didn't over-pursue. He squeezed on his side.
So they'll actually give him about a half-yard gain on the play. And we'll set this up at a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, I tell you, he had to do some work just to get that yard.
McElroy going to go to the sideline, get the play as he's ready to climb back into the pocket to throw the football. Single receivers to each side of the formation. One back in the backfield with Corey McElroy on 2nd and 9. McElroy, one quick look, trying to get a block, and there was nothing there as the defender came right up and made the stop. Had an initial lane all that run, but the defenders came off their routes, filled beautifully, and made the stop.
Absolutely, and you know you had a couple of receivers out there, and instead of getting a body on somebody, they more was just looking around. And you got to help your quarterback out too.
So 3rd down and about 11. As we approach 4 minutes to play here in the opening quarter, 6-0, Cobras with the lead over the Patricians. Starting to cloud up, sun's starting to go down. Hopefully it'll cool off here soon.
Yeah, I'm thankful.
So you got trips now to the left, single receiver to the right side. Got McElroy and Eaton in the backfield. McElroy to throw it. Step it up. Throw it on the run. Overshoots. Landed Bates at the 45 and incomplete.
Yeah.
And that'll bring up now 4th down and 11.
Yeah, that ball drifted on it, and it's going to do that when you don't actually plant that foot and you're trying to place the ball. You got to throw it. And, boy, I tell you, he just let that ball go, and that could have been in harm's way.
How difficult it is in weather like this to be able to grip that football. Is it going to be slippery too?
Yeah, it definitely can be. As humid as it is this evening, I'm sure that ball is a little slick.
So Burgess to punt the football away. Punt game has been a bit of a struggle here in this opening quarter for the Patricians. So 4th down and 11. Single returner for the Cobras back deep at his 41-yard line. Low snap, high kick once again. That ball is going to actually check up and take a nice Patricians roll inside the 45 and down near the 42-yard line. That's where they'll begin their next possession.
He actually did a good job there fielding and getting that punt off. Yeah, he's been under duress every punt, so that one was able to get that one off.
So the Cobras have the football for the third time here.
Oh, and they're ready to go.
They're going to get right back
Yep.
to the line, and they're ready to go with twins to each side. They're going to run it on first down, right
hole.
up the middle, spins off the first defender. Hesitation by Robinson as he dives across midfield and gets down to the Patricians' 49-yard line.
Yeah, guys are running up in there and making contact, but they're not wrapping, and he's just bouncing off of tacklers and picking up extra yards, you know. And if you're going to run up there and get that body and hit it without grabbing, you better get it low, somewhere down their knees, and hate to say that because you don't want to take nobody's knees out, but that's if you're going to get them down, that's probably the best way if you're not wrapping.
Second down and a long 3. Thompson going to work out of the shotgun, twins to each side, single back in the backfield with him. Thompson takes the snap. He'll hand it off right up the middle and pushing the pile forward close to
real close.
That first down
short.
Marker going to be about a
half yard maybe. Oh, full yard, huh? Yeah.
And the side judge came in that's right below us and said it was short.
Yep.
So it's third down and 1.
Yeah. And we've seen a little different. I don't know what's going on, or just the blocking is great. We got to give, kudos to the offensive line doing a great job. Usually there's a better defensive stance by the Patricians against the run, but they're having problems this evening.
High snap this time. Ball carrier Robinson plows off the tackle and able to push his way forward. Got the yard he needed after being contacted in the backfield.
Yeah. That would have been a 3-yard loss where he was hit at initially, but again, not wrapping. He bounces off of that and was able to pick up the first down.
C.J. Johnson out of Tiffin University, where he played his college ball, checks in. Again, twins to each side. It's Thompson and Johnson in the backfield. Thompson takes the snap. He'll drop to throw it. Has time. Going to look downfield, and that pass is going to be incomplete with 20 seconds to go in this opening quarter.
I mean, he just missed him because he was wide open, Mark. And, he almost dropped that right in there. He just missed.
Run after run after run, you start seeing those defenders put their eyes in the backfield, and they took a shot.
Yeah, and that's why you got to stay disciplined as a defensive back. Stay with your eyes on your receiver or your assignment if you're in the zone and not lose that concentration.
So the Cobras are content to let the opening quarter clock run out. We've come to the end of the opening session here from the Lakewood Middle School. After 1, it is the Cleveland Cobra 6, the Youngstown Patricians 0. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio 2.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We're through one quarter here at the home of the Lakewood Middle School Rangers, and it's 6-0 in favor of the Cobras, who now turn flip sides of the field, and they will go left to right here in quarter number 2. Same look we've seen with them most of the opening quarter. Twins to each side. Single back. C.J. Johnson is in the backfield with Slap Thompson.
Oh, I can see him going deep on this, too, because he got some one-on-one matchups there.
Thompson stepping up.
Might change a few things here.
Now he'll drop back into a shotgun formation with C.J. Johnson. Clock rolling down. Thompson working that hard count, had a movement.
Yes, he did.
That's going to be a false start, though, on the Cobras.
Yeah, right there on the right tackle. Lean forward just a little bit, and that really did it, Mark.
So we saw in the last matchup, Thompson really work that hard count and get penalties.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that's a veteran, like you said, and he worked that really great last week. Well, 2 weeks ago. And we've seen him get a lot of offside penalties.
Second down, 15 for the Cobras. Johnson now moves to the right side of Slap Thompson at the tailback spot, twins to each side. Patricians showing some pressure off the edge. Thompson takes the snap, he'll drop to throw. Gonna step up, has the one-on-one matchup downfield, and that ball will fall incomplete.
Not bad coverage.
That receiver a little slow to get up downfield for the
That was Wise
Cobras.
there, right?
That's Matt Wise, who is their home run threat, who's had 2 very long touchdowns the last 2 weeks.
And I was just watching how they was playing him, and I said, you just can't allow him to be on the outside like that. You know he got the speed. I would have actually played on the outside of the numbers and forced him inside and still keep my body leverage.
Use that sideline as an extra defender.
Almost like an extra defender.
So third down and 15 for the Cobras. They go twins to each side of the formation. C.J. Johnson is to the right of Slap Thompson on third down and 15. Going to pitch it to the receiver coming around the end.
There.
And the Patricians had that all bottled up. Short of midfield, it's going to be fourth down and long at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you, Harris was coming over with bad intentions on that, and that's what they need to get they need to get a few of their guys with that type of mentality, because he came over and he was looking to take somebody's head off.
So that brings up fourth down. Need to get to the 36-yard line for a first down. And that looks like
they don't even have enough guys out there on special teams. They're one short right now. Look like they only got 10. Nope, they got 11 now.
Cooper Ryder to punt the football away. Played for the Toledo Rockets in the MAC. Snap back to him. He'll turn the ball over, rushes on, and they get the kick away. And that's going to be a fair catch called for.
Fair catch there. He bobbled it a little bit there. So
they got a couple people into the backfield.
Yeah.
Almost had a chance to get to that punt.
Yeah. He maneuvered pretty good and got that ball away and made an excellent kick.
Every time I mention Cooper Ryder playing at Toledo, it makes me think of midweek action college football.
Yeah. I'm telling you, midweek football has done went to everything now. Now we got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Well, think about it.
And Friday.
What are we, 5 weeks away from the start of college football?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Got Ohio State and Texas on Saturday. You got Notre Dame and Miami on Sunday.
Oh, am I looking forward to football. You got our fantasy leagues coming up.
Got the Hall of Fame game next Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. It gets you ready and get you revved up.
That, of course, is the Chargers and Lions from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Now we've got a whistle in the second timeout used by the Patricians here in the first half. We'll stop play. 13-19 to play in the half. Cobras 6, Patricians 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Patricians use that second of 3 timeouts. They'll start at first down and 10. Snap back to Corey McElroy. Rolling to the outside. All kinds of time. Hesitates. Broke a couple of tackles. Got through one and dodged forward for about 8 yards.
Yeah, he made something out of that one because there was a lot of confusion over there. But he did a good job to get 8 yards on that.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 2 for the Patricians. They've had the long field to work with a lot here in the first half.
They sure have. It's a good coverage there. He had no one open downfield, so he made something out of nothing on that one.
Coming up at halftime, I had a chance to chat with Don Wadowitz. He's the voice of the Racine Raiders, that semi-pro team, or football developmental team, as they like to call it, in operation since 1953.
That's what you call consistency.
Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left side.
They're
going to run it right up the middle. 2 hands on the football. That is a Patricians first down. Running the football right up the middle of the field.
Yep.
See, that's
how you run the football there. They're more successful that way. Quick hitters, don't try to get to the outside.
That's looked like Darian Owens getting the carry that
yeah,
time.
Sure was. And ran that ball hard also.
So 1 receiver to the right, trips to the left side. Single back in the backfield with Corey McElroy. Cobras showing pressure. They back off. McElroy to throw it. Has the inside seam man wide open. Made the catch in stride. Across the 45 and down to the 49-yard line. Tyree Johnson, senior. Big pitch and catch to the former Austintown Fitch Falcon.
That was a strike there. I mean, he stepped into that and zipped it. And, I mean, it was on the run. I mean, that was perfect there.
Going to go right back to the line of scrimmage as they approach the midfield line. 1 receiver right again, trips to the left, got all kinds of movement up front, no flags. Burgess to just keep it, and he's going to get across midfield to the 49-yard line for a pickup of 2. Looked like all kinds of early movement there.
Yeah, it's just everything just looked off there. Defensively and offensively, they all looked like they were confused. And he didn't have a good hold of that ball, so he made something happen.
Yeah, smart decision to not try to hand that off, pitch it, just hold on to it and get what he can.
Yep, absolutely.
2nd down and 8 from the Cobras' 49-yard line. First time the Patricians have crossed midfield here tonight. 1 to the right, 3 to the left. McElroy takes the snap, rolls to the strong side, goes underneath, and just a little too far out in front of Tyree Johnson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8.
And that's my only thing that I say in negativity for as McElroy. Sometimes he tries to place the football instead of just throwing it. And that's what he tried to do there. He actually almost trying to hand it off to him on a throw. Just throw the ball out there and he'll get it wide open on that play.
Tyree Johnson, senior, comes to the sideline. Landon Bates will check in. Looks like Ryan Royster also to the sidelines.
This is a big 3rd down for him.
3rd down and 8. Gonna have a wing to the right, offset tight end to the left side. Now that wing right side goes into the slot. Twins right, single receiver to the left. They'll back off of Bates. McElroy looking that way, feeling some pressure, stepping up into the pocket, and he's going to be sacked back at the 45-yard line. He saw Bates at the last minute, but didn't have time to make that throw.
Yep, that's what happened. That's why you need almost like the one pass he just did tonight. It was right on time. You need a timing pattern so you can get rid of that football quickly.
So Miguel Burgess will go back to punt this football away. Going to bring up 4th down and 8.
Mr. Moody. Jimmy Moody. He's going to come on the field now.
So Burgess to punt the ball away. Snap is a good one. Gets this kick away. High kick fielded on the run.
Nice catch.
Across the 40, 55, cuts back 40. Still on his feet to the 30.
Marker.
He's going to get to the outside, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that'll come back. Legal block. They'll bring that one back.
There's 2 flags back here near midfield.
Yeah, he came back, and you definitely can't. He didn't even have to do anything. He could have just shielded him and it would have been fine. Didn't have to touch him.
That's one of those just
Oh, yeah.
Put your arms up and
just put your arms up and go past. No reason to touch him at all.
It's almost like setting a pick in basketball with no contact.
Yep.
Just get in the way.
That's all. Just get in the way because he caught that on a dead run and had all the openings that he needed to get to the end zone. So, and the guys just don't understand it. Sometimes they wonder, I didn't really do anything, but you did.
You did enough.
Yeah, you did enough. All you got to do is just stand there in the way. Don't touch them or anything.
We're down to 8:31 to play here in this first half. 6-0 is the lead for the Cobras over the Patricians.
Now you got the ball on the 35-yard line in your own territory.
And that penalty was blatant right in front of the referee.
We haven't seen L.J. Rosa make a big play. He's due to get himself into the backfield.
Yeah, we haven't. I really seen him flash at all today.
Thompson, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. They'll run it on first down, trying to bounce to the outside and going to get himself across the 40, down near about the 42-yard line.
Robinson's having a good night running the football because he's hitting the hole and he's usually picking up 4 or 5 yards to carry and before they even get there. So they definitely got to start tightening up in that front 7 because they're getting too many running lanes early.
This is second down and just about 3 for the Cobras. We go under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Single receiver to the left, trips to the right side to the bottom of your screen if you're watching on Facebook Live. Thompson takes the snap. They're going to run it. Trying to bounce it.
Well, good defense that time.
Defense there to make the stop.
Yeah, and he just spoke of Rosa, and he was able to do like you need to, tighten up and come down on the edge, and he definitely stopped that from getting to the outside.
Going to lose a little bit all that play. Bring up now 3rd down and call it a long 5 for the Cobras.
And this is when they're very, very dangerous because they do a lot of things where they get rid of the football quickly on quick passes, and I'm sure that's getting ready to come up.
Twins to each side of the formation. Thompson goes up under center, now drops back into a pistol look. Overlooks that Patricians defense. He'll take the snap, drop back to throw. Going to look over the outside.
Good defense
caught at
there.
the 40.
Yeah, and I think he
Nothing
might
doing
have.
after the catch.
Yeah, he may have got 1 yard on that play. That was good defense there. Defensive did make an adjustment. They were back about 7 yards off, and then they came up and played tight. So that's what you have to do. The slap Thompson, I'm telling you, is very accurate on those short, quick passes.
That almost seems like the college football effect of the quick hitters, the tunnel screens, things like that have really taken over college football the last few years.
It's almost like an extension of the run game. So, here, so they can't be running in and out because a penalty right here could actually give the team a first down. You got people running in and out.
So
there we go right there.
Cooper Ryder to punt the football.
Maybe.
Low snap. He's down back there. He caught that ball and put a knee down back at the 30-yard line. So I believe it should be Patrician's ball right there.
Yeah, no. And that's some.
So there's an inadvertent whistle?
Right, because that they were going college rules where the knee touch, and I think it's not like that.
Right, you have to be, you're right.
You gotta be
NFL
touched.
rules, you got to be contacted.
That's right.
So we're going to.
And they stop action as soon as he put his knee down. I'm sure they'll get a good a good snap on this one, and that's if the Patricians know how many people are on the field.
So Cooper Ryder will get set to punt the ball away again. High snap, he bobbles this one, gets a nice
what a
kick
kick.
away. Holy
What
cow.
a beautiful
Drives
kick.
this ball back inside
There's an opening
the
right there.
15-yard line, across the 35, across the 40, near the 45, and down the sidelines.
Oh, that's a great return. Great return there.
Able to stay in bounds and get into Cobras territory.
Oh, man, that return was great. I tell you right there, a nice lane that was put there on the left side. You know, you had to get kudos on everything. The punter got a great kick out of there, and it looked like that was going to put the Patricians deep in their own territory, but what a return there.
Patricians
I think that was Coker that did that on that.
Yep, that's 0. That's Isaac Coker, number 0. Still can't get used to that once they made 0 an official number.
Yeah.
Number 0.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I actually like it. I mean, I used to like the old days when the receiver like Kenny Burrow, if people ever know that, remember that name. Houston Oilers, 00 at receiver.
Seen that a lot. Other sports, especially when you're at the college level where you've got multiple numbers.
At least 6 guys with the same number.
So we got number 9 now in the game. Swinging the ball outside.
Nice.
That's close to a first down. That's about an 8-yard pickup.
Is that Matea that's out there?
That might be DiMattia wearing number 9.
Yeah. That's definitely not Pringle. That might be DiMattia that's in there now.
So it's going to be second down and a long 3.
And you see how he placed that ball out there. So he didn't try to just get it. He just threw the ball where it needs to go. Get it to him.
Drop in to throw. Has time. Going to take the shot downfield. Man out there. Jump ball. It's batted away. And incomplete at the 5-yard line.
Good defense there. Dangerous throw. He threw in coverage. He didn't get that. He really wasn't open on that play.
Didn't really see that safety coming over.
Yeah, yep.
When the ball was in flight, it was too late.
Yeah, and it's definitely always a dangerous thing when you're throwing deep and you're waiting on it, and then you get air up under the ball. Safeties usually are going to be able to react and get over there.
So third down, long 3. Clock rolling towards 4 minutes to go here in this first half. Going to hand the ball off. Big hole up the middle. First down and more.
Yeah.
That is Eaton on the carry and effectively spread out that defense and had great running lanes right up the middle.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, that's better running the ball in between the tackles. We've seen that so far this evening.
Patrician's going to go on the ball, come right back to the line of scrimmage. And it's a 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line of the Cobras. They're going to now put Jordan Eaton to the left side of DiMattia, who drops the throw. As time, and he's just going to work his way forward for a couple of yards.
Yeah, well, you don't see a quarterback do things like that. He actually looked for contact on that one. I mean, he ran with some authority. But he also used to play linebacker in high school, so
now
something
we've got a whistle. And the Cobras will take a timeout. Timeout on the field, 3:18 to play in the half. It is the Cobras 6 and the Patricians 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2.
Veterans, the Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
3:18 to play in the half, a 6-0 lead for the Cobras, who burned their first time out. Patricians facing a 2nd down and 8. Going to have one receiver out wide to each side. I'll have a wing to the left. DiMattia going to set up the screen. That ball's intercepted. Went off the hands of the intended target. And that ball picked off by the Cobras defense.
Well, let's see what happened. Wait, I thought I heard a whistle.
Now we got a Cobras player hugging one of the officials.
Yeah.
And we've got a Patricians player down back at the 25-yard line.
You know, I was trying to see who was at the quarterback.
Oh, that might be, is that Rosa that's down?
Yeah, could. Yeah, it looked like that could be Rosa. Don't want to speculate, but I think it may be him. He's getting up, though.
Well, looks like
it
might
Rosa.
be an ankle or something like that, lower body. He's going to need some help to come to the sidelines.
Yeah, those are the type of passes you don't want to put into a lot of traffic there inside. You know, unless you can get it right on the receiver. Can't have it out in front of him. You got to get it right on him. And you throw in a crowd like that, you're asking for some problems. Maybe not an interception, but your receiver might not be happy coming across the middle.
Leading you into all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got someone named Dave Clark bearing down on you to lay some hits. So 1st and 10 for the Cobras. Slap Thompson, the quarterback. Twins to each side. Are going to give the ball off on first
Big
down.
hole.
That's Deshaun Robinson slipping his way through. They have really, we saw the Cobras run it 2 weeks ago. They have definitely run it a lot more here this evening.
Yeah, and better, too. And those quick hitters like that, it seems like we've been talking about the running game, but for both of them, when they run in between the tackles, they have been able to pick up big yardage.
Down to 2 minutes and 35 seconds on a rolling clock here in the first half. Stack two receivers to the right, split two to the left. Thompson going to work out of the shotgun, sends the slot man in motion. Fake that pitch, going to hand the ball right up the middle. That is a big gain for a first down for the Cobras as they get across midfield and down to the 47-yard line of the Patricians.
Yep. Okay. I mean, you can't have the running back running for at least 5-6 yards downfield before he's even touched. You got to be able to get your hands on the back early.
Cobras trying to get a play off before the 2-minute warning. They will not.
They was getting ready to run it once again.
So that is the 2-minute warning here at the first half. It is the Cobra 6 and the Patrician 0. We're back after this timeout on Western Reserve Radio 2.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Back to action after the 2-minute warning. Exactly 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Cobras with the football. Stack two to the left, split two to the right side. Single back in the backfield. That's C.J. Johnson with Slap Thompson on 1st and 10. Receiver going to come in motion. They will pitch it to him to the outside. He's got the edge across the 40.
Good play.
And coming up there nice to make the tackle. That is 16. That is Trey Bell out of Hubbard making the tackle.
Yeah. Good play by him, too, to get over there and make that tackle. He came from the other side.
Can you believe we are 2 weeks away from scrimmages to start the high school season?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just moving along so quickly. And I look forward to those scrimmages.
August 21st and 22nd, we begin the high school season this year in Ohio. Again, that early week because they want to finish the first week of December.
Mm-hmm.
Second down and 8 for the Cobras. 2 to the right, 2 to the left side. Johnson, the tailback with Thompson. He'll take the snap, fake it to Johnson, swings it out. Tufts makes the catch along the sidelines. He'll go flying out of bounds, and they're going to call a late hit. I don't know.
I mean, what are we playing? Are we playing tackle or tag?
I mean, he was still in bounds when he hit him.
Yeah, I question that one. You know.
So that will be a first down for the Cobras for the late hit.
You know, I mean.
Maybe he was already out of bounds. I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't move up closer to the window where I could see what happened.
Yeah,
he was just running out of bounds.
So that penalty is going to put the football at the Patricians' 25-yard line. Two receivers to each side. C.J. Johnson to the right.
Yeah, quick hitter inside. You could do it. You don't have any safety in the middle.
1:03 to play. Thompson pump fakes. Looks for the one-on-one matchup downfield. And that is a touchdown to Devin Tufts from Nordonia College. And the Cobras have doubled up their lead thanks to that penalty that gave them good field position.
Yeah. You're talking about a change of momentum, a change there, where you're able to move the ball in the position of what the Patricians have done. Almost had an opportunity, like we always talk about, to get in scoring position, and then you throw an interception, and now this team scored once again. Put you in some really bad situations.
They're going to leave the offense out there after missing the first extra point.
Yeah. Try to get the two-point conversion here and get up 14-0 if they can.
So Thompson stays out there with the Cobras offense. They'll break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage for the two-point attempt. So, but two receivers to the right, one to the left side. Johnson, the running back, to the left of Slap Thompson. And that receiver to the left comes in motion right side. He'll go downfield. They're going to look for him, and that pass too tall. Looking for Matt Wise, and it was covered there by Landon Bates, but the pass high and incomplete.
Yeah, they had coverage there, the safety inside, and he just couldn't place that in there.
So the two-point attempt fails, and it is now a 12-0 lead for the Cobras with a minute to play, and turnover and a penalty really costly on that possession.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's been their mantra the whole season. We just seen that by him.
So it makes it 12-0 in favor of the Cobras. Patricians football brought to you by TPI Custom Photo Lab, the official banner supplier of the Youngstown Patricians. Find them online at tpiphoto.com or call 330-793-3456. Definitely feels like it's starting to cool down.
Yeah, big time.
Been a fast-moving first half. It's under an hour, and we've got a minute to play in this first half.
Yes.
So definitely starting to darken up a little bit.
Just a little bit. This first half went quickly. The ball been on the ground a lot, so.
So the Cobras set to kick this one away. Ben Lyons gets his foot into it. Going to be picked up at the 10. Tried to bring outside, made one man miss across
need a
the
block.
30, 35, 40. Stays on his feet to the 45 before going out of bounds. And another good return by the Patrician special teams. Gives them a chance to move the football with 47 seconds to go and one timeout remaining.
Yeah, he got him in a good position there. I tell you, you got to stay in your lanes, though.
Got some rain coming south and west of us. Just need to keep that lightning away.
Yeah, way away. And you can tell it's cooled down quite a bit. It feels good. Very comfortable now.
So that'll be Bell and McCullough going to the right side. That's Ryan Royster now to the left. With trips to the right, single receiver left side. That's DiMattia back in there at the quarterback spot. Eaton going to move to his left side. DiMattea takes the snap, stands in the pocket, steps up, looking to take a deep shot downfield, has Bell out there.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
That's a good catch.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Line.
I think that's a catch there.
That is
he got his body
Bell
up under.
From Hubbard making the catch.
I think that was off the ground. I'm not sure on that.
So 38 seconds. There was official.
I
right
got them
there.
arms under. I hate to say it for offensive guy. I don't really like it too much.
We had official right there in position that said it was a good catch.
Yeah, he got the arms under, but you know it was. It's hard for a defensive back to give any credit.
Now we got a timeout to let everybody hydrate up a little bit with 38 seconds to go in the half. And they've been much more aggressive downfield with DiMattea at quarterback.
Right. Well, see, it's just the way he releases the ball. He gets it there. That one was underthrown. They had to make adjustments to get to the ball, but he's not waiting. He's not trying to place the football. He's throwing it, and you just got to do that.
It's kind of making a decision and living with it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
So it looks like the football is going to be right at the 14-yard line. Patricians still with one timeout in their pocket.
They hold him here. That's going to be a great job.
You got guys like McElroy, they're so talented. I still had them on the field somewhere. Burgess is another guy that I don't understand.
And this possession is key because the Cobras get the ball to begin the second half.
Right. Yep. We got a lot of late
We got two guys
entries.
coming on
That's
late.
where you can get a penalty when you get that kind of stuff going on.
So DiMattea alone on the backfield, takes the snap of the football. Looking downfield, trying to get that outside edge. Broke a couple tackles.
Oh, boy.
He's inside the 5.
Yeah, he's down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. That's how you got to make a decision.
There is a flag on the other side of the field.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't see it from that side. And that always hurt to come from the side that is not even in the play.
So that penalty brought a couple of the Patricians coaches off the sidelines.
They're doing that arguing. They need to get ready. They may not even get the playoff. The clock is running.
I thought they still had one timeout to work with, but they are acting like they do not. So Burgess back in there. McElroy back in there looking for the end zone for Bell. Batted away. That's good coverage downfield for the Cobras. That's Taylor there to knock the ball away with 4 seconds to go.
This is the type of game. This is the type of game we see with the Patricians. So many opportunities where this game could be an even game, and it also could be a blowout right now because the Cobras have had opportunities to really be way up in this game. So
now we've got the Cobras taking a timeout, make sure they're on the same page defensively with 4 seconds to go. And I mentioned it prior, that is one of those, if you're able to score here, you feel like you're right back into the football game.
But
if you get stopped and then the Cobras are able to score, you're really forced to change your approach the rest of the second half.
Yeah, it sure do. Sure do. I mean, this was important, this one here. And getting that on the backside, that holding penalty was big because, they were down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. And it gives you an excellent opportunity to score from there.
So off the timeout, here come both teams back to the line of scrimmage. Expect this to be a throw into the end zone. McElroy alone in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right and 3 to the left side.
And they're bringing him.
He's looking to throw. He'll step up. He's looking into the end zone. Ball intercepted at the 2-yard line by the Cobras.
He doesn't throw it. He tries to place the football.
And that's down at the 15-yard line, and that's the way
problem.
the half will come to an end.
I love him as an athlete, but he's just a guy that tries to place the football, and it just doesn't get to his receiver.
So that interception brings us to the end of the first half, a 12-0 lead for the Cobras over the Patricians. When we come back, we will talk to the voice of the Racine Raiders, Don Wadowitz. That's up next here on Western Reserve Radio 2.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Veterans, the Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network, Youngstown, Ohio.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Halftime continues between the Patricians and the Cobras, and a special guest to join us at halftime, the lead broadcaster for the Racine Raiders Professional Advancement Football Team. Don Wadowitz is with us. And Don, boy, you guys really run a professional act there and have done it for a long time in Racine.
Yeah, hey Mark, thanks for taking some time with me during halftime of your game here. And that's one of the things that we've always prided ourselves on. Our current president of our board of directors, when he came in about a decade ago, maybe a little bit longer, he said, I want to look to the Green Bay Packers and see what they do as a community-owned team. We're a community-owned team. Obviously, we're at a different level, but look at what they do and kind of bring that into our operations, how we carry ourselves, and how we portray our image to the community and to the country. And we really kind of view ourselves as a shining light in this level of football. And we try to work with other teams to help them to elevate what they are at this level of football, because we see a future for this level, and we see a lot of teams. You've been around for a while. A lot of teams come in and they don't necessarily see that vision, have that vision. And we're trying to help teams. We often say, hey, we have the rest. We've got it here in Racine. It's worked for 70-plus years. We're a successful organization that's highly touted, and we're willing to give you that recipe. Now, you need to be able to have some basic skills to be able to execute that recipe, right? And so we've had teams that visit us, and we walk them through the game day experience. We walk them through what we do because we're really vested in this level of football being elevated.
Now, it's interesting. You look back at the history of the Raiders. 1953 is when it really got going on an amateur level. The team I looked up is a 501c3, so really involved in the community and have done it for a long time.
Yeah, we were actually the first team at this level to get 501c3 not-for-profit status from the IRS, and that comes back to the late 80s, where we ended up going and playing in what was dubbed at the time a World World Championship game against the Ottawa Bootleggers. And so we chose to travel to them to play that game in Canada, knowing that it gave us our best chance to be able to restructure ourselves as a 501c3 not-for-profit. And so went to Canada. It was very cold. Both the weather and the reception that we got from fans. A lot of the stories from that game that when we have our alumni night, a lot of the players that played in that like to talk about. They didn't want to play the national anthem, yet that was one of the contracted things that was there. And so the Raiders general manager at the time, the legendary Bob Milkey, who since passed this past year here, he sat there, he said, no, if this isn't happening, first the national anthem has to get played or we're not coming out of the locker room, and kind of really set the tone for that game. And it was a really great game in really bad conditions, but it really set the organization up for success in the future. And now there's several hundred at this level that end up having that 501c3 not-for-profit status, which really helps in a lot of ways. In Wisconsin, it helps us be able to provide health insurance for our players if they're hurt. We're able to take part in a state plan because we are a not-for-profit organization. So a lot of great things came from that, and once again, we're on the front edge of it, and we always try to sit there and look ahead, say, how can we stay on the front edge of this level of football?
You look at the success in the community, Don, but success on the field seems to be unrivaled with a couple of national championships the last couple of years, and you guys, you win a lot of football games, and you're not afraid to put some miles in as well.
Yeah, it's a big misnomer out there. A lot of folks say Racine doesn't travel or Racine doesn't like to travel, and they're right in that we don't like to travel, because we have an original National Football League field. The Chicago Bears played their first game as the Chicago Bears there. The Green Bay Packers played games there against the Horlick Racine Legion. We draw fans that are really invested in the team and in this level of football, and it's a really fun atmosphere. And so, yeah, we like to bring teams in to experience that and to provide entertainment for our community. However, we do travel. There was in the Gridiron Developmental Football League a couple years ago, we ended up having to go out to Syracuse, New York, and then Baltimore, Maryland in back-to-back weeks. And I put together the mileage. I've looked at what other teams have traveled, let's say, since COVID, and I haven't found a team that has traveled as many miles as the Raiders. Now, the detractors will say, well, yeah, but you had 6 home games to only 4 road games this year. And what they don't look at is those 4 road games, 3 of them were to Detroit, 1 of them was to Findlay, Ohio, whereas you look at other teams, a lot of other teams, they're able to travel within an hour or 2 hours. They're not traveling 6 hours one way to be able to play a game and bringing 45 to 60 players to those games. So it's a little bit of a misnomer there, but yeah, we've had a lot of success. The longest in our franchise's long history ended against the Detroit Ravens earlier this year, and it's been a little bit rough of a season with injuries and such. We've picked up a few losses, but now it's playoff time, and some guys have gotten healthy, some key pieces, and we'll see what happens for us tonight in Detroit, Dearborn Heights again against the Motor City Rams, but hoping that we have another trip back to Detroit next week to play the Detroit Ravens.
You mentioned a couple of those teams, a PAFL teams that the league, the Patricians and Cobras are in. The PAFL reforming this past off-season has developed into a nice league that seems pretty competitive so far.
Yeah, very competitive league. Flag City, despite the outcome, they're always a tough out.
You know what? We've talked a lot over the years with similar backgrounds in high school, semi-pro, and Division III broadcasting, but this is the first time we've actually really been able to get together and talk. So appreciate a few minutes of your time to do this. Safe travels. Good luck on making another trip to the national championship, Don.
Hey, thanks, Mark. Good luck with what you have coming up with the Patricians and with Grove City and everything. Looking forward to following what you're doing out there.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll get ready to begin the third quarter here on Western Reserve Radio 2, Western Reserve Radio on the iMedia One network.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Your home for PAFL football is the iMedia One Network. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Just about a minute left in halftime. A 12-0 lead for the Cobras over the Patricians, who need to win to get in to the opening round of the playoffs next week. And this defensive possession, this defensive series coming up next is really critical for the Patricians.
Oh, it's critical. I mean, they've had opportunities to be in scoring position, and they have really just really fouled those things up. And, you know, this is a game that's 12-0. It could easily be 12-12, 14-12, but it also could be 28-0 just by the opportunity they have gave the Cobras of getting in scoring position, and they have failed to do so. So they're going to have to come out in this first series and establish something on defense and get that ball back.
We've seen a couple of different quarterbacks, and we've seen them, DiMattia in there, be a little bit more aggressive throwing the football downfield.
Yeah, he is. He's more like a guy he just makes the decision. That's where I'm going. And once he does, he just lets the ball go. And sometimes that's what you got to do.
So a 12-point lead for the Cobras as both teams milling around here a little bit, still waiting to get ready to get this third quarter underway. Mentioned earlier, we do have some rain heading this way. The radar has a couple of lightning bolts in it, too, so that part needs to stay away.
Yeah, that can stay away. But you could tell the difference in the temperature. It's cooled down. It's very comfortable now. And, you know, and I'm saying that up here. And it might not be as comfortable down there, but it is definitely a temperature change.
There was a pretty good breeze on the field when I was down there prior to kickoff. So getting ready to begin this second half. So the Patricians getting set to kick the football to the Cobras to begin this third quarter. PAFL playoffs are just a week away. So ball was kicked, but we've got whistles that stop it right away.
Yeah. We got the water guy on the field. Yeah.
We had I'm thinking they had a gentleman on the field running across.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, I could bring back a lot of memories of guys that shouldn't be on the field.
As long as the band wasn't on the field, we're
right.
okay. I've kind of always wanted to have a call like that, but being a former band guy,
maybe not.
Some of those guys from Stanford took some shots in that
they did.
Stanford Cal game.
Oh yeah, they sure did.
So we will do this again. That's a short kick that is fielded on the run across the 35 to the 40. Still on his feet now, out to about the
He almost got
43.
to the outside on there.
So we got that return by the Cobras to put them in pretty good field position. Let's see, that was Stevens on the return for the Cobras.
Yep.
So Cobras will work left to right here in the third quarter. Going to see C.J. Johnson in the backfield at the tailback spot. You could see the pink sleeves and the pink tape give it away that it's C.J. in the backfield.
Coach,
12-0 is the lead for the Cobras. 14:53 to play, third quarter just underway. Two receivers to each side. You got Johnson, and it looks like Robinson both in the backfield. High snap. They give it to Johnson out of that fullback spot. He's able to get to the 45 for about 1 yard. It's second down and 9.
Yeah, give some credit to those linebackers who actually got up in there and was able to stop him for a 1 yard gain.
So 1 yard gain brings up second down and 9.
After getting the ball, we just couldn't get it in gear because he was right there to make the tackle.
Marvin Germany going to come to the sidelines below us for the Cobras. So they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Single receiver left, twins to the right side. Two backs in the backfield with Slap Thompson at the quarterback spot. Thompson fakes the ball to Johnson, pitches it to the wide man who made the first man miss. And got stood up at the line of scrimmage and driven back. That's Landon Bates with a little bit of help to make the tackle.
Yeah, and it looked like Harris also, who came up from his linebacker position.
You make that one cut.
So it's third down
you make the cut,
and
can't
8
dance
for the
around.
Cobras.
You got guys chasing, especially when you're going from outside back into the interior. Those guys are screaming after you, so that wasn't going anywhere.
Single receiver to the left, two receivers to the right side. Two backs in the backfield, third down and 8 for the Cobras. Thompson working the hard count. Tried 3 times, but nobody moved for the Patricians. Now they'll put Johnson in a slot to the left and have twins to each side. Play clock rolling down. Patricians showing pressure. Thompson drops back. Timing ball downfield for Wise and overshoots it.
Wide open.
He had the defender there, Landon Bates, beat downfield.
Yeah, Bates beat badly. And then they didn't have any free safety. They were playing more up in the gaps, and the whole middle of the field was wide open. All he had to do was put it on him, and that would have been 6.
So fourth down and 8, and Cooper Ryder will come on to punt the football away. Got a single returner back deep inside the 20 for the Patricians.
Looked like Landon Bates is back there.
So fourth down and 8. Snap right back to him between the numbers, gets the kick away. That's going to go over the head of Bates and roll into the end zone for the touchback.
Great decision there. Great decision. Allow that ball to get to the end zone.
Bates being one of your best players, trying to get the football in his hands any way possible. So the Patricians get the stop they needed, Dave. Now they got to get the offense moving.
They got to get them moving. See who they bring in at quarterback. Look like I see McElroy back there, so he's probably going to be the quarterback.
So it will be Corey McElroy at the quarterback spot. He's going to put a receiver to each side of the formation. Yeah, waiting for the chains to get caught up after that exchange of possession. Had a little bit of breeze blowing through the press box now.
Yeah, absolutely felt great, Mark.
So we got the center we were looking for now. Got all 11 men on the field. Eaton goes in motion into the backfield. He'll get the handoff, trying to sweep it to
That's how you come up, baby. That's how, I don't care who it is. That's how you come up and lay the wood. And Eaton was eating up on that play, boy, because, I mean, that was a shot that he took.
We usually see him lower the shoulder.
Yeah, we sure do.
That time he was contacted and, to say the least, driven back.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we got 2, and that's fine. We got double numbers everywhere. Yeah, I apologize.
So it'll bring up a second down and 11.
That's how you make a perfect football tackle. You just take that shoulder pad to him.
11 minutes, 45 seconds to go, third quarter, 12-0 lead for the Cobras. And we got a whistle, stop and play.
What's going on? Now it's a flag. Illegal substitute. I mean, you can't be making these. These are all mental mistakes when these things happen. You know, some physical mistakes you can give, you know, a guy working hard, he may hold or do something. But when these mental mistakes, not knowing if you're on the field or not, lining up incorrectly, it's just crazy.
Right. Finally now seeing somebody check off the field. So it's going to be second down and long. Patricians need to get to their 30 for a first down. McElroy takes the snap. Going to roll to the outside. Eyes downfield, and McElroy's going to be pushed out of bounds near the 6-yard line.
And so that's where McElroy needs to be a lot smarter. When you get there, you're near the sidelines. That's where you get rid of the football. Don't take the sack. You know, even though it's fourth down, I believe it's fourth on him. No, it's still third, yeah. So why would you want to take that sack? Get rid of the football, throw it towards the out of bounds where your guy is at, and just come out the next play. And here we got the same thing, guys coming in late.
So it's third down. Need to get to the 30, so they need 21 here for a first down. McElroy overlooks that Cobras defense, takes the snap, drops into his own end zone. They bring a rusher off the edge, shrugs him off, going to take the shot downfield. Ball batted.
Great contest.
And incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, actually him coming back, I think that was Coker. No, that's not Coker. That's number 5.
That's Royster.
That's Royster, but without him coming back for the football, that's intercepted.
And Royster took a knee where he didn't want to, battling for that football. Let's just say that much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
So Royster's down on the field now, trying to get back up, and he's going to make his way to the sideline.
That always hurts.
That defender came over.
I didn't even get hit, and that hurts.
So that was Vincent Taylor there on the coverage defensively.
Yeah, boy. Can't have none of that. It's not good.
That makes for a long night.
Yeah, you absolutely.
Yeah, we're not making light of it.
No.
Clock will roll at now 9:50 to play, third quarter.
Oh, yeah. You are not lying there.
Each team with a player short as they come on to the field.
Experience that we didn't want to have.
No guy wants that experience.
Yeah, you don't want no for it. Yeah, no, ever.
And now the Patricians had to run another man on. The Cobras ran 2 off. Now they're running a third man off. So all kinds of substitution questions.
Boy, yeah, I tell you. Those penalties or those timeouts, all that, they're so aggravating when you got to call them. For you should know, if you're on the special teams, you should know you're on the special teams.
So 9:32 to play here in the third quarter. And that's been on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And when you're in the last week of the regular season, you know,
you don't know.
Some guys, don't play every week because they're working or whatever responsibilities they may have, but that's something you would expect to be cleaned up by this point of the year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I actually thought that it was offsides there, but they didn't call anything.
Picked up the loose football at the 40, made a man miss to the 35, and he's going to be tackled there at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they did a good job to be able to stop him there. He has some room on this side of the football field.
Yeah, that's been one of the better special teams jobs by the Cobras. We've seen some big returns from the Patricians today.
Yep.
9:22 to play here in the third quarter, a 12-0 lead for the Cleveland Cobras. They have qualified for the PAFL playoffs. The Patricians need a win to get in. So Thompson going to send Twins to the right and left. Looks like Robinson is the tailback. Thompson looking over the defense, gives the ball to Robinson, who stutters in the hole, bounces it to the left for a couple of extra yards. There's great vision by Deshaun Robinson to pick up a couple extra yards at the end of that play.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job running, being patient, and getting out there. That looked like he got about 6 yards on that play.
2nd down and 4, and the Cobras, for the most part, have taken advantage of the short fields presented to them.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
So 2nd down and 4. Going to put 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right side. That is D'Angelo Thompson.
Okay, you got this side of the field wide open. This is where you try to throw it, maybe. Play action.
Thompson gives the ball to Robinson, running off the short side across the 25.
Oh, good tackle there by George Freeman Jr. That was a good tackle because it looked like he could have got a lot more than that.
So that'll be a 1st down for the Cobras.
Yeah.
Inside the 25-yard line. And
one thing about him, he gets the football. He does not hesitate. And he gets to where he needs to get to quickly. And he's been getting a lot of positive yards on his carries.
Robinson played his high school ball not too far from here in Twinsburg. He'll be to the right side of Slap Thompson. Twins to each side of the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the high snap, sets up the screen. Receiver made the catch and had no running room whatsoever, did Devin Tufts.
He actually might have lost a couple on that play. That was excellent defense on that play, too.
We've seen Thompson. He's got those arm angles.
Yeah, sure do. And that one he whipped sidearm for him.
So that's going to be a loss of 2. It's 2nd down and 12. It's 7 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in this 3rd quarter. Sun going down. Lights are on here from Lakewood Middle School. Trips to the left. Single receiver right side. That's Matt Wise.
That's what you probably like, Wise. Well, his offensive lineman moved that time.
One of the big boys up front. Try to get a little bit of an advantage. That's Drake Carr on the offensive line.
Yeah, he was definitely getting ready to. He's trying to pull them off sides, and his own offensive guy reacted that time.
So now it's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 17 to go. And again, going to put Matt Wise to the right. Trips to the left side with D'Angelo Thompson in the middle of that trip. Robinson, the running back, to the left of Thompson. 3-step drop. Stands in the pocket. Looking downfield. Has a man out there, and the ball underthrown and almost intercepted.
It looked like it might have been Coker. Yeah, he was out there. Good coverage. He reacted real quick to the ball and almost picked that off.
Underthrown ball as he kind of cut off what he was doing to try to make a play on that football.
Yeah, good reaction over there.
I mean, Coker's had himself a good night.
Yeah, he sure has.
So 3rd down. Coming up for the Cobras, and that throw looked like it might have been off the back foot and just a little short.
Just a little bit, yep, absolutely.
Again, trips to the left, single receiver Matt Wise to the right side. Robinson remains the tailback to the right of Slap Thompson.
Little screen to Robinson, I can see it happening.
Moving Robinson out to the left side of Thompson. High snap. Thompson stepping up in the pocket. He's going to be hit. He's going to be sacked and driven down. And that's going to bring up 4th down and long. And you're all the way back to the 38. So I think you've put yourself out of field goal range here now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this would be about a 54-yarder if they wanted to try it, but I don't think they'll do that.
So it looks like Cooper Ryder will come on and punt the ball away.
Yeah, which would be the best thing to do.
Potential big stop for the Patricians defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, it was definitely in that area.
So we got Bell back deep to return the punt from Cooper Ryder.
I know the walk. I know it sounds silly, but I know.
We got our first train of the night, too.
Yeah.
feel like I'm in Waynesburg calling a college football game. Ball bounces back to Cooper Ryder, who gets the kick blocked. That was blocked by Harris.
Oh, I couldn't pick it up.
And that is going to be the Patricians football, as getting a hand on that ball was Anthony Harris out of LeBray, as that ball rolled back to Cooper Ryder, and he did the best he could and tried to get a kick away.
Well, I tell you, that train just did it. I'm going to give the train a lot of credit on that, because, I mean, it seemed like everything thrown off.
So let's see who's coming out at quarterback on this series for the Patricians. It's going to stay with Corey McElroy, the former Mineral Ridge Ram. Got a lot of guys played their high school football locally on this Patricians roster. Got a lot of great high school football teams and players to pull from.
For sure. That's one thing we know we have in Northeastern Ohio, some great players in this area.
Going to put 4 receivers to the left. Single back in the backfield. DiMattia is the quarterback who looks to throw. Goes underneath as the flag flies.
I think that's going to be a pick, maybe.
Too many. They had a man downfield on the Patricians.
Ooh, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm looking at the line.
Yeah, ineligible. You're right.
Yeah.
I wonder if somebody lined up ineligible.
Yeah, because if he's on the line of scrimmage, then that would have to. Too many guys up there.
So they will take the penalty.
Oh, right now, snap of the ball, it was flying.
Taking a little bit of time to mark off this infraction on the far sidelines.
If you're going to be inside, you got to be off the ball.
So the ball's now at midfield, 1st and 15. DiMattia, the quarterback. Jordan Eaton is the tailback. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Gonna sling it sidearm, and
I didn't like that throw there.
Incomplete, looking for Jordan Eaton.
Yeah, he might have put that. He almost put that right in the arms of the defender.
Well, I thought it got tipped or knocked down or something because the way it fluttered. Because if that ball gets through, he had somebody running in, about a 10-yard in.
So that incompletion. I should change the down marker to 2nd. It still says 1st.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you're on top of it there, Mark, so good job there. See that.
The one thing I've been on top of all day.
There they got it.
2nd and 15. Single receiver right, trips to the left, single back in the backfield.
Thought they might do it.
DiMattia, all kinds of pressure. Throw it off the back foot, pat it down again. And it brings up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, you got 2 situations. This is a guy that hasn't played all season really at the quarterback position.
It's another scenario, and we've heard the coaches talk about it. The defense has stepped up and made stops. They've given the ball back to the offense, who just has not been able to cash in.
They can't do it. And you have a problem at quarterback because you got a guy that hasn't played, so the timing is not going to be there. And then he's more of a guy to just get the ball and then throw it, get rid of it. And then when you have McElroy in, you got a more elusive guy, but he holds on to the ball too long. So
McElroy started onto the field, came off. DiMattia is going to stay out there at quarterback. So they'll go trips to the right, single receiver outside of the hash marks, right on the numbers to the left. DiMattia going to roll to the outside, pressured.
Nice play.
Jordan Eaton.
What a play.
Made one man miss,
and he got it.
And got the
what
first down.
A play on there. I mean, to flip it over his head like that, great instincts to be able to make that play.
Great play because it worked, but still risky to do something like that.
Absolutely it was. But this time for the Patricians, I think you just got to try everything almost.
Well, his back was actually.
He was kind of falling down, and I don't know if you heard Eaton yelling for the football.
Yeah, he knew Eaton was on the other side. He threw it right over his head.
Right dead
So that's a first down to the Cobras 34-yard line.
And it's a great play by Eaton because he actually turned inside and showed some great running ability to get to that first down.
Got a player slow to get up for the Cobras. That
Number 24.
That's Malik Gaddy, who's on his feet but not completely up on the field.
Oh, it's not even him.
Oh, no,
Let's
it's
see.
not.
It's number 3 there.
It's another player he was down there with. Let's see, that is Quay Harris, I believe, number 3.
Number 3 there that's coming off.
So 2:09 to play here in the third quarter. Patricians trying to make this a ball game.
Yeah, well, they have to capitalize on this drive. There's no question about that.
Approaching 2 minutes to play here in the third.
You know, I think when you got them running the clock and everything like that, you got to play with some urgency. So you get these guys, get out there and get set up. They take too long doing so.
Twins right and left. DiMattia, the quarterback. Eaton is the tailback. Now moves to the left side. DiMattia to throw it. Step it up. Hit as he throws, and they're going to call that an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
That was not Tom Brady, so that's an incomplete pass. So it'll bring up second down and 10.
Good play there. He's got to get a deeper drop for him, you know, because he doesn't have a lot of elusiveness. So he's a guy that you know where he's at and you can get to him.
And not the tallest quarterback, so when
Right.
he steps into the pocket,
Right.
he's really got to avoid those big boys up front getting their arms up.
Yep.
So it'll bring up second down and 10. Patricians need to get to the 24 for a first down.
And you can watch them. They bring in that extra defender.
Got Corey
sometime 5 or
McElroy
6.
as a wide receiver inside and out to the right side.
Got him. Oh, should have did it.
And that's going to be a false start on
Yep,
the Patricians.
on the receiver, yeah. I mean, this is what you – I mean, see that? I can't stand those things. I just can't stand it.
That makes coaches' hair turn gray.
Or
depending on how old they are, fall out.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Because the ball, I mean, all you got to do is watch the ball. If you forgot what snap count is on, watch the football.
So it'll be second down and
looks
15.
good. Yeah.
Hopefully all that rain stays away.
Well,
Again,
hopefully Whitetown is great, too, right now.
DiMattia to throw it.
Guys, get rid of it.
Going to take a shot downfield. Ball overthrown. Double coverage intercepted at the 15. Across the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And DiMattia whacks him out of bounds. And he might want to make his way to the Patrician sideline. And he was the only black jersey on that side of the field.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting upset about – I mean, you see him getting upset saying go after the ball. That was a bad throw. And he threw into triple coverage. You just can't do that and think it's the receiver. I mean, that ball was thrown in the triple coverage.
So the interception is another Patricians turnover here this evening. 19 seconds to play in the third.
Well, this is what's been beating them up all season long. They do a couple things right, and then they turn around and give the ball back.
Twins to each side. Johnson the tailback. Thompson the quarterback. Takes the snap, fakes the pitch, now flips it to him on the turf.
That ball's on the field.
They're going to bat
Oh,
it to
yeah,
the
the
football.
Patricians
The
got it.
Patricians, Bell came out of there with the football.
Oh, it's no question.
That is
bad pitch.
Trey Bell, who came out of there with the loose football. And again, the defense giving the opportunities to the offense to put the ball in the end zone.
I mean, we can't fuss about the defense on the whole because they've been doing things. Yeah, they're getting the ball, but, man, I tell you, they got to be able to do something here on offense.
So 12 seconds to go in the quarter.
And they probably won't even get the playoff if, well, let's see, I don't think they start the clock on this.
So 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Going to go trips. Check that. That's going to be twins with Harris checking to the sidelines. Got twins to each side. Single back in the backfield with DiMatteo, the quarterback. He'll take the snap and look to throw. Rolling outside. Throws off the back foot, and that ball is...
Might have bounced there. If they get, I was going to say that definitely. I could hear the ball bounce when he did.
Right, but the official that was right there by the play did nothing.
No, he didn't.
The back judge is 15 yards behind the play, and he said it was incomplete.
Yeah.
The back judge, I think, had a better look at it.
How do you have a better look at it when you're standing next to it?
Yeah, he looked like he was a guy that didn't want to make a call there, but I could hear it actually hit that turf.
So that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. We go to the final 15 minutes of this one. Cleveland 12, Youngstown 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
Final 15 minutes of this one and potentially the Patricians season.
Yes, it is.
Need to win to get in. And as we flip the sides of the field, Patricians from the Cobras 48-yard line.
They're just hanging around, and you got to watch these kind of.
Going to go trips right. Single receiver left side. Single back in the backfield with DiMatteo, who looks to throw. Fires downfield, a little too tall, kind of hung Royster out to dry and unable to make the catch. It's going to bring up a second down and 10.
He actually had the ball in his hand because he jumped and he was high up.
Excuse me.
So,
yes, I tell you, that defender did a great job, though. He was there right at the same time that the ball was delivered. So I just don't like the play calling and what's going on right now. You know, mix in some runs, but they're coming with pressure.
DiMatteo to throw it. This time has time. Downfield for Burgess and batted away and incomplete. That Cobras secondary, they have played really well tonight.
Yeah, they have. I mean, good reaction there because he had McElroy coming across and he was open, but that was just great reaction on the football. That's how you do it. You plant that foot and make a drive on the ball, and he did exactly that.
That's Tamir Stevens, number 21, who's had a great game in the secondary for the Cobras.
Yeah, did an excellent job there reacting to the football. But that ball is floating, and that's where you got to fire that football and get it there. Because these guys are reacting great.
So it'll bring up fourth down, and the offense for the Patricians stays on the field.
Yeah, they're in that type of situation now.
Need to get to the 38-yard line for a first.
And I'm almost certain, Mark, they'll be bringing the pressure on this one. They probably would bring 6 guys.
They're going to run it. Now we've got some confusion on the field, and the Cobras set up. Haven't seen this before. Let's take a timeout.
Yeah.
That's a look I don't know if we've seen before this season.
No.
One receiver left. You got what I like to call a diamond formation to the right side, and it's one of those because I like that call because you don't know who's going to block. You don't know who's going to run a route downfield, who's coming underneath. It creates a lot of matchup problems.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it absolutely does.
We talked about it earlier. Can you believe
that's a good kind of timeout when you call it like that because you're definitely not something, like we said, we haven't seen it. So it's probably something they haven't seen either. Great job with getting that timeout.
just a couple of weeks away from starting high school football in the Youngstown area. And I think it's going to be an interesting season. I've had somebody say, well, who do you like?
Yeah.
And I said, it's not hard to say I like the teams that are usually good.
Yeah.
South Range, Poland, Ursuline. Those are the teams that got a lot coming back. Poland's going to have a great year this year. Again, Diamond to the right, single receiver to the left. DiMattia steps, going to take a shot, looking for Royster, intercepted again back at the 15-yard line.
That's just as good. That's just as good as a punt. Even though it's an interception, it's just like a punt.
You're telling me there's no flag for throwing that football up in the air like that? I don't care if it's college or NFL rules.
Yeah.
That's got to be an unsportsmanlike flag that did not get thrown.
Well, yeah. Yep.
So that turnover, as
it's
you
actually
said,
a delay, Mark. It's actual delay of game. So it would have definitely should have been a flag.
Yeah. Instead of having to only go maybe.
So that'll back them up deep, as you said. Kind of acts like a punt.
Yep. Yeah, it's an interception, but that's just like a punt. And as a defensive back, you got to be thinking, it's fourth down. Just knock the ball down so you can have great field position. And
Thompson and the Cobras with the football. Two receivers to each side of the formation. Single back in the backfield. Thompson looking to throw from the goal line. Has a man out there, hits him in stride, and he is gone. That is right down the sidelines for Devin Tufts.
Right on target.
No flag.
You never expect someone to throw the football in the shadow of their own end zone.
Yep.
And that was a beautifully thrown ball by Thompson for 6 points.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering what you're doing as a defensive back. Allow a guy to run right by you.
It was a perfect thrown ball.
Yeah, Thompson put that ball right on him.
Yeah.
And no one was going to run him down from behind. Devin Tufts played at Nordonia High School. Yeah, you look at these rosters, you could see the local influence. The Cleveland area kids.
Yep.
You got the Youngstown, greater Youngstown area players.
Yep. That pass there was perfect pass play, but as a defensive back, you can't get caught flat-footed. And once you do that, and they got speedy receivers, they run right by you, and that's what you've seen happen there.
Lions on to attempt the extra point. 13:22 to play in the game. High snap, Lions, they get it down. Great job by the holder. And Lions knocks it through. 13:22 to play in the game. There's the Cobras 19, and the Patricians 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
13:22 to play, and it has been an offensive struggle the last couple of weeks for the Patricians.
Yeah, I tell you, that's one of the reasons I'd rather stay up in the booth than to be out there on the sidelines, because, boy, would I be just going nuts and what I done seen.
So Cooper Ryder Lyons is out there going to kick this ball away, and that's going to kick out of bounds and set up the Patricians with pretty good field position.
Yep. Yeah, I think they bring it out to about the 40. It looks like 35.
And we've seen Burgess we've seen McElroy and DiMatteo at quarterback so far this evening.
Yeah, they haven't put Burgess back there who makes big plays.
First game under the lights for us all season.
Yeah, first one. Yeah. We're usually we've been home.
This will get us ready for Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. This is a warm-up here.
August 21st, back home, Liberty and a Camel to kick things off on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, Canton McKinley and a Warren Harding.
Yeah, absolutely. So looking forward to the high school season getting started.
So McElroy at the quarterback spot, twins to each side of the formation. Takes the snap, turns the ball over. Got to step up in the pocket, avoided the rush, sets his feet, throws across the field.
See?
And that ball almost intercepted.
That's what somebody there. He had him. McElroy's telling right to the receiver can't stand there and wait for the football. Come back towards the ball and make that catch.
Quay Harris, boy, he read that throw beautifully and almost had another interception.
That's why the receiver has to come back to the football and he can make that catch. He was just there waiting for the ball. You can't do that.
Because guys like Dave Clark are looming for that pickoff.
Yeah, they're coming for it.
So it is second down and 10, 12:45, clock rolling, fourth quarter. Trips right, single receiver left side. They empty the backfield. Eaton goes into the slot. McElroy to throw. Feel on the backside pressure. Try to give an okey-doke to the defender. And they blew that play dead.
The little extra that they did, all they had to do is just bring him down. And I knew he was going to call it, even though I don't think it's malicious. I think that's what, but you had him under control. There's no need to jump on top.
It seemed like that all started with what to me felt like an early whistle.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
If you let that play through, he was still trying to fight forward.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I understand trying to keep the game under control, but see, that's why I tell you, it's better I'm up here. I couldn't coach because I'd tear all my hair out. I'd be all bald-headed. And if I played, I'll have so many penalties, I probably wouldn't be able to play anyway.
So that late hit, personal foul, however you want to call it, 15 yards and a Patricians first down to the 49-yard line. So they're gonna huddle up.
Maybe it was something that they saw down there. We're up here. We're at a bad angle.
And we go under 12 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Patricians taking a lot of time in the huddle as they come to the line of scrimmage.
Yes, that's another thing too. See, all this was driving me crazy. No urgency.
So they now get called for an illegal substitution penalty with 12 men on the field.
See that? Yep.
So that's,
boy, I'm telling you,
third or fourth time that has happened tonight.
That has happened. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely just ripped all my hair out.
So they
there. He really was running hard.
So right back to the line of scrimmage. Trips left, single receiver right. Royster going to take the snap and run it again, break a couple more tackles. And forward progress stopped at the 48-yard line. So right at the 48-yard line of the Cobras. Going to be third down and about 8 yards to go.
Yep.
Cobras 19, Patricians 0. 9:45 to play in this fourth quarter. Trips to the left, single receiver right side. Going to put Eaton to the right of Royster. High snap, that is McElroy back in there, going to run the football. Now a jump pass
Good
that
play.
is caught by
You see how Bates? You see how Bates
inside the
came
30,
back?
25 and down near the 23-yard line.
That there was Bates coming back to the football, and that's what you got to do because that could have been picked off too, but he came back to the ball. That's what you got to do as a receiver.
Up a little bit
just
here
a little bit.
in the last in the last few minutes.
But I'm looking at that offensive line play, and that last play before this one we just seen, they got the pass rush on them so quickly, and they only rushed 3 guys, and they were in the backfield. I mean, that makes no sense at all.
Loss of a couple brings up second down and call it 12. They'll break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. McElroy, the quarterback. Eaton to his left. Got twin receivers to each side. McElroy pointing out the blitzer. He'll roll away from it. Did a nice job. Eaton picked up the blitzer, and McElroy slung down. It's going to bring up a third down now for the Patricians.
Yep. And I think they're always in 4-down territory the rest of the game. So they got 2 plays here, but they're moving slow. I don't see that urgency.
So now we've got a whistle. Not sure what the whistle was for.
I mean, just taking the time. Oh, my goodness.
Royster now back at the quarterback spot. Royster going to hand the ball off. They'll run it right up.
Oh,
the gut,
that's a run there.
That's going to be just shy of the first down.
Boy, nice run there inside. And that's the way you hit the hole there.
That quick hitting running game has been more successful this week. We haven't seen that this year.
No, they've been trying to run outside. They're better, like I said earlier, running in between the tackles.
4th and a little more than 1. And now the Cobras would like a timeout. 6:52 to play, 4th quarter. It is the Cobras 19, the Patricians 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2.
Veterans, the Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Cobras used the timeout trying to preserve the shutout here in the final week of the regular season. It is 4th down and a little more than 1. Royster, the snap rolled back to him. He picked
what
it
a
up
play
and
by
dove forward
Royster.
for the first
That's
down.
all Royster. The snap was short. It bounced. Right on the bounce, he took off. What a play by him.
Played the ball like a shortstop would play a hop and got the first down.
Yeah. A lot of authority when he's running, too, so he was determined to get that first down.
1st and 10 down to the 14-yard line. 6:19 clock rolling here in the 4th quarter. Eaton to the right of the quarterback, Corey McElroy. Gave it to Eaton.
Oh, yeah,
that time a slow developing
great play there. Oh, we got
3 flags
I'm
down
wondering,
on the field.
did he get him up in the collar? What happened there?
Yeah, he might have been thrown down by the face mask.
Yeah,
because
he yanked around quickly, so I don't know if that was a face mask or see what they call. Horse collar, yeah. He got yanked.
You know, as soon as that tackle happened, we saw almost 3 simultaneous flags go in the air.
Yeah, I think they call that a horse collar and not a face mask. I'm trying to wait for the official call. Still haven't seen it. And I don't think I'm going to see it.
Yeah, they marked the football down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, they didn't give an indication of what that was. But I'm thinking that's more of a horse collar situation, but he did yank around quick.
So they'll spot the football at the 6. So we're down to 5:50 to play here in this fourth quarter, a 19-0 lead for the Cobras. Patricians looking to get on the board. To go trips, short side left, single receiver. Now we've got a whistle.
Now, see, that's – yeah. See, you can't do that.
So
I mean, they're not giving any signals to anything. They just – I don't know what the call was. I was thinking maybe too much time or –
you know, I'm the guy that doesn't say a lot about officiating, but there's been some questions tonight.
Yeah. I mean, we would like to know what the call is. Yeah.
Well, either way.
Well, I'm going to start making my own calls up here.
They backed the Patricians up 5.
I'm going to make my own calls. You know, it's still first down.
You could always become an official if you wanted to. So they will break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage. Again, gonna go. That's Bell who takes the direct snap.
Oh, what a play there.
That was read well by the defense.
Anytime a guy gets swallowed up, I don't care what team they play on, I love it. And I mean, boy, he come and take care of him. Yeah. I think if you're going to play with a guy that's running the ball, you stay with Coker. Because, not Coker, but Royster. Because he's running the ball like somebody that means business. So man, that's the way you do it.
A loss on the play. Backs it up.
Yeah, that tackle there was insult to injury there.
So McElroy now back at quarterback. Bell, the receiver, came off the field.
Yeah.
So we'll take a timeout with 4:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. It is the Cobras 19, the Patricians 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local events. Tune in and be part of their live weekly shows, as well as the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the PAFL. Find them on westernreserveradio.com, tune in, and the Live 365 app to be part of the area's conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio or on Twitter at WR_radio.
Your home for PAFL football is the iMedia One Network. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Off the timeout, Patricians come back to the line of scrimmage. They'll have a single receiver to the left and a 2 to the right side. We're going to bring Bell a little bit inside. McElroy takes the snap, looking for a block, trying to get to the outside. Now cut it back, and that was read well by the Cobras defense to make the stop, and going to bring up, I believe, fourth down.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're trying to get to the outside. They have not been successful, really, when you think about it, all season long, trying to just run to the outside. Wow.
I think they called a personal foul on the Patricians at the end of that play.
Now, that's just dumb football there. I hate to say that. I usually would say that type of thing, but you cannot make that at all.
So 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter.
Well, yeah, it's okay.
So
I
it's
don't know. Maybe they looking at the people over on their roofs or in their house. Maybe they giving the signal.
fourth down.
Unbelievable.
2 to the left, 1 to the right side. Looping snap back to McElroy. Takes the one-on-one shot downfield, and that ball batted away last second and incomplete.
He almost caught that one, too.
Defensively for the Cobras. So that's going to be change of possession.
Change of possession on that.
So the Cobras will take over with 3:10 to play in this fourth quarter and an opportunity to run out the clock.
Yeah, I mean, right now.
If they win for the Cobras tonight, they will be the 3 seed and will have to travel next week.
Yep.
Yeah, just get out of here.
So they will take over after the turnover on downs.
Go down to the 2-minute warning.
Well, I'm sure they'll run the ball and try to run this clock out.
That's what they've done very well tonight, run the football. 2 receivers each side of the formation, single back with Thompson in the backfield. Going to hand the ball off on first down and spun off that tackle and was thrown forward for a couple of extra yards. That's Marvin Germany, I believe, on the carry.
Yeah. He's attacking the defense right there with his run, and there's no aggressiveness on the Patricians at all.
So pickup of about 6 sets up a 2nd down and 4. We approach the 2-minute warning. Same formation we've seen most of the day for the Cobras. Twins to each side. Thompson, the quarterback, takes the snap, sets up the screen. Receiver made the catch, made one man miss. Fought through another tackle and got
what a
out
play.
To the 45-yard
even
line.
Though he did a great play there, but I'm going to give all the credit to the Patricians defense. I mean, you talking about standing around and watching the guy run. I mean, I'm looking at the defense. They're standing there and just like think they quit on him.
We have come to the 2-minute warning. At the 2-minute, it is Cleveland 19, Youngstown 0. Are we taking the 2-minute timeout? I guess we're not.
No? Well, it should be. I think they are. They didn't announce it, though, did they?
Both teams just waited out on the field, and Cobras are in the huddle, so we'll keep it here.
Well, a little different in the two this time. They want to get it over with.
They took that 2-minute at the first half, but not the second one. Cobras got a new quarterback in, bobbled the snap, picked it up, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield back to the 35-yard line. That's Rosa on the tackle.
That's all right.
A.J. Bradford out of Mount Vernon High School that took that snap.
Yeah. He had a combination of a lot of things on that one. Snap was a little off. He's just coming off the bench cold. So you know he got a little nerves there. And it's just like when you learn the game, the speed of the game. He get in there, he's working at a different speed because he hasn't been in. So you could see the difference. They got right to him right away.
2 receivers go to each side. Bradford, the quarterback. They'll have C.J. Johnson with him in the backfield. We're going to approach a minute to play here in the fourth quarter. Cobras taking as much time as they can.
First bit of action, the official trying to.
There it is. He was just, he was waiting for the 10.
So they got 10 seconds to go on the play clock. 40 seconds on the game clock. He'll just going to snap it to Johnson. He'll take a knee, and that's going to do it here tonight.
That was smart there.
So he'll take the knee, and the final seconds will come off the clock here this evening. And the Patricians will finish the season at 2-6, and the PAFL Tier 2 and 3-7 overall on the season. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up here on Western Reserve Radio 2.
Me too. Yep.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Veterans, the Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission is here to help you. Whether you served 5 years ago or 50 years ago, if you are honorably discharged from active military service, you may be eligible for benefits, including Veterans VA benefits, county financial assistance, assisted living benefits, and more. Our friendly and supportive staff is ready to help you. Go to mcveterans.org to see all of the benefits and services offered, or call today. The Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, serving those who have served.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network, Youngstown, Ohio.
Wrapping up the regular season finale here tonight as the Patricians fall to the Cobras 19-0. This was a game that was 12-0 at the break. And we saw another night where the Patricians' defense played well and the offense struggled to move the football.
Yeah, absolutely. They were put in positions to be able to score in great field position, but would turn the ball over or just wasn't able to establish anything. And it's just been the same situation all season long.
You know, Dave, a lot of things to learn in this first year as the Patricians. They've done so many things well in the community with the things that they did in the offseason during this regular season, and just got to kind of take that next step football-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they got to do, concentrate, get some more talent in there, and then be able to be disciplined. That's one thing I know is they're very undisciplined. That's why they get so many of these mental calls on them, because of not being disciplined enough. And if you can get those guys there, they got enough talent to definitely win.
And you look at the roster, there's a lot of young local talent that, you know, hasn't played a lot at this level, because it's hard to compare it to anything else, because semi-pro football is a physical game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's different. It's definitely different. So, you know, I just think that they need to regroup, get everything together. Like I said, add some talent and some more players, and I think they can get there.
We will see as things go into year 2 for the board, the staff, the roster, and all of the players. And before we go, we've got to wish Jesse and Adam and the Cobras, who are now in the playoffs next week. We know those guys a lot from games we've done in the past. Got to wish them the best.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And get out there now as the 3rd seed and take that opportunity to see if they can push by and be able to win a game like that and get where they need to get to. So we definitely give them kudos this season, and we wish them well in their upcoming game.
And a big thank you to our friends at TPI Custom Photo Lab, who have been part of our broadcast all season long, whether here on Western Reserve Radio 2 or the 2 games we brought you on to Sports Radio 1240. Looking forward to working with them again in the future. That is going to wrap it up for us here tonight from Lakewood Middle School. For executive producer Dave Ferris, who's been with us for every snap of the football here in 2025. For my partner Dave Clark, we'll do it again in just about 4 weeks for the start of the high school football season.
Yep, we're ready to go. Let's get it. This is like our preseason of broadcasting to get ready, because it's going to be, I think, a great high school season.
Final score tonight, Cobras 19, Patricians 0, heard right here on the home of the Youngstown Patricians, Western Reserve Radio 2.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.